is Fox Blockhead, and this is the happiest Minecraft server in the world, HappyCraft. This will be our second last episode. I need to get 2 more episodes in before the server is reset. We are just about done with everything that I wanted to do in my fallout shelter. Second last thing is right here. Yes, the new mechanics of lava stone. What's this called? The one that burns your feet. And it's all sand. And this is one of the new mechanics. Let me get back here. I've got a whole bunch of redstone to show you today. Now what I've done here, I've got a pulse in the back. And what that pulse does is it collects the water from that bottom cube, that bottom pixel right there. And without still water, without a source block, what happens is there's flowing water there, but these 2 blocks don't actually do their thing, which is pretty cool. We put the water back, make the source block again, and does its thing. How cool. So we jump on the soul sand and we get taken up to the surface. We jump above the lava rock. I can't remember what it's called. Hang on, I've got a piece over here. That one. Magma block. I was pretty close. Step above the magma block and we get pulled down. You can see it goes up to the surface. I'll show you where it goes, but just want to jump through here so you can see where it goes. I will be blocking up this area with the reeds. That will no longer be. This will just be a pond. And right here is the entrance. What will be the new entrance to the fallout shelter. If we jump down here, we get pulled down. If we jump through here, whoosh, we jump up. But as I said, we have redstone to discover today. Now, over here, it doesn't look very interesting, but if we push this little knot... Oh, I heard pistons. I heard things. We have our mechanism, our locking mechanism. So remember, that redstone torch is to the left, that redstone torch is pointing up. If we change one, light goes off, pistons close, and right here, that is where our entrance once was, right there, and you would never know, except for the weird trees that are growing out of the thing. You would never know. But if we flick this back to the correct combination, light turns on, and we can get in and out again. Hurrah! That is what I've been working on. Let's get back here and we can talk about the redstone of it all. Put a torch back. So what we've got going on here, we've got a couple of item frames with a redstone torch in it. Redstone torch doesn't transmit power, but gives us an indication of the position, the setting. And what's happening is we have a redstone comparator back here in subtraction mode. Very important. With a piece of redstone here that it's subtracting from, and then the subtraction is based on what's in this hopper. So I'm going to go through the redstone for both of these things in just a moment. And what's going to happen is whatever's in this hopper, right, I've got 64 plus 16, so that's 70, that's 80. 80 items is a redstone strength, which is passed on to this wire here, and that strength is subtracted from whatever is on the item frame at the front there. And then if the signal goes to this piece of wire here, then we have comparator, and torch turns off. So if we just have a signal strength of 1, then this line here works. But if we get a signal strength of 2 or anything else, this redstone repeater activates, this comparator activates, this piece of redstone activates, and this comparator does not pass the signal through to the back here. So if I go and do that, you can see the difference. If I flick that across one, see, torch goes off. And over here we have this one here, comparator is not working, it's locked, can't happen. Yet over here, where we've left it on 1, so this one's on 2 now, this one's on 1, this one, the repeater is not working, which means this redstone is still working. And here we have what's called an AND gate. an AND gate. So if this torch, sorry, actually no, I think this is more like a XOR gate, an exclusive OR gate. No, can't be. Let me get it right. We've got an OR gate. No, because there's only one thing. You know what? I forget what this is. This particular piece of logic here. But if this torch is off and this one is on, this wire is on. If this is on and this is off, wire is on. If they're off and off, this wire is off. On and on, wire on. So it is an... Actually it is. It's an OR gate. If this is on, or if this is on, this is powered. If they're both off, that means this torch can turn on. The light, the lamp, redstone lamp can turn on, and if we follow the redstone down here, this one gets inverted. Follow the repeater up, follow the redstone along, and we have two pistons here that are at the moment closed, can't get through to the fallout shelter. So since we've sort of shown you that, do I have any more? I do, good. And that is how that works. Over in this direction, can I get back there anymore? I think I've completely covered it up. But over here we have a what's called a T flip-flop. You know what? I can get up there. So when I press the button acts like a switch. This redstone line is activated. There's a piston under here. It pushes up the sand, but just enough gets through to the repeater, which makes this piston, it's a sticky piston, push and then retract so quickly that this block is stuck over the top of this redstone torch, and that powers all this, which is three pistons blocking our, what's it called, our display. Control panel, that's it. And then when we want to close it, we send another pulse, and the sticky piston retracts this. Can I... Yeah, let's do this. Let me show... Oh, okay. Okay, bam. There it is, pushed across, redstone is on, and then it pulls it up. So it's... what do we do here? Cover it up. I need to get up. So there we go. There you have it. There's our flip-flop, which puts that up there. So three pistons covering up our display, and that is our locking mechanism for... Yeah, I'll leave it covered up for now. Covered up. That's our locking mechanism for our fallout shelter. So I've only got one more thing left to do, but before we finish today, I just want to show you the two mechanisms, two redstone mechanisms. Here is the first. We have a torch. This is position 0. We call it 0, and there are 8 positions, so we have 0 and then 1 through 7. In position 0, actually, you know what, let's make it easier. Let's call it position 1. In position 1, we have a redstone strength of 1. If we compare it, redstone strength of 1. And then we go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did that one? Yeah, so that's in position number 7, 0 to 7, because that's how we talk about hex, and then back to 0. So that's the signal strength. Now I've put this all the way down to here because if we light a torch here, redstone normally goes 15 blocks before it dissipates. If I put one more piece of dust here, no signal here, that's 15, that's its max. But with a item frame, and a comparator, we can actually get only up to 7, which is very interesting. It also means that it makes it easier to work with these kinds of systems with the item frames. And then over here we have a hopper. So this is a hopper comparator, and then we have the signal strength. This one actually goes all the way up to 15. So we have the signal strength going all the way up to 15, and then back there we had the strength is on subtraction mode. So whatever the strength is here, we can have a subtraction where we have up to 15 subtracting 4 up to 8. Now let me quickly go through this before it's night time, which means it's the end of our episode. This works out to 15 blocks and a maximum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, I used some. If we have 5 full stacks of items here, we end up with 324 items. We need everything full to actually get that. What do I need? We need 4 for 7. Let's quickly grab 7. So you can see what's going on here. Come on, quick, before it gets too dark. Okay, so there we go, full everything, strength goes up to 15, and if we reduce these by 22, like that, we go back to the next one, and if we reduce it by another 22, we go back to the next one. So each segment on this is worth 20. Whoa! Hello, Skella, I'm trying to tell the people something, dude! Hiding in the... Oh. Stop hiding in the reeds. Cheeky skeleton. I've got a bone. That'd be good. Oh, and half done one of those. Okay, so yes, for every 22 items, you get 1 signal strength. If we go 21, that's fine because we're less than 22. If we go 1 item, we are less than 22. But as soon as we get to 23 items, we go to the next segment. So that's how we set up the combination lockup there, is if we have a certain number of items, we have a certain signal strength, and what we need to do with our comparator is we need to exactly match the signal strength. So if we match the signal strength, then we're able to turn off that torch and then open up our fallout shelter. Just jump through here and have a snooze quickly, get rid of those things, and then I can turn on and off the accelerated up and down. At the moment those 2 pistons are closed, but I do have an override. As if we turn that torch off there, we have an override, which means I can use this to get up. There we go. So as soon as we're ready to get into the fallout shelter, I can go in, turn the override off, and it's only if someone comes along, opens up the control panel, puts in the correct code, that we can actually get in there. And the idea being that if you get in here, you can get in, you can get in, turn the override on. I know it's not on at the moment, it's a bit strange, and then you can go back out, close up the system, get back in, turn the override off, and then we're in our fallout shelter as we are. So, a lot of explaining today, a lot of explaining about the Redstoney things. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this was actually knowledgeable for you. I know I did a bit of research to try and understand what was happening with the whole redstone and the comparators and all the bits and pieces, but I need to go and clean up my mess outside from all the explaining. We have had our sleep, haven't we? So I think that's all the time and all the things we have to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Fox Blockhead, second last episode in Season 1 of HappyCraft. Hope you stick around for Season 2. But that's all the time we have for today. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Fox Blockhead. Until next time, see you later, alligators.